Hello and welcome to the 101, the show that keeps you up to speed on anything and everything on Mnet in the coming week. Prime time on Mnet 101 is from 6 p.m. till midnight every day, and we have packed your daily lineups with hours of incredible TV. Now there's so much to watch that I hope you guys are remembering to eat, have a shower, and talk to your family members now and again. Please. Now, if you can't watch the 101 today, right now, it will be available on Mnet's YouTube channel and Facebook page. It'll also be available on Mnet Plus One, channel 901 from 4:30 p.m. today. Now, stay with us because today we have not one, but two musical wonders visiting the studio. Co-coach on The Voice SA, Jimmy Nevis, and The Voice SA Season 1's talented runner-up, Gavin Edwards. That's coming up, but right now, let's get into your week. Your Mnet 101 Monday lineup is full of great TV. It's a comedy drama roller coaster that'll make you forget Monday ever happened. And at 10:30 p.m. we have the second episode of The Dramatic, The Powerful, and I have to say, The Ripped. I mean, have you guys even seen Justin Theroux's body? Like, what is that even? Is this guy bench pressing cows? I mean, come on. Oh, what was I saying? Okay, it's the second episode of the third season of The Leftovers. This is one of the most elegantly directed series on TV in the last couple of years and has some epic performances in it too. Don't miss it at 10:30 p.m. Your Tuesday is full of great production breaks. Now, Mnet has already started to get pickier about which content is brought to you express in order to lessen the amount of production breaks, but in some instances, we are still at the mercy of the shows that are already on. So at 6 p.m, Mom is on a break and it will be replaced by a new episode of Powerless. Mom will be back next week. Hopefully now you'll stop taking her for granted. At 6:30 is the final episode of My Kitchen Rules, so we'll get to see who really rules the kitchen. Now this Tuesday, all the Chicagos are on a break, and guys, I am seriously worried about this city. I can't even, That's 7:30 for Chicago Fire, usually followed by Chicago PD at 8:30, and of course, let's not forget Chicago Med at 9:30. The three Chicagos will be back on the 2nd of May. Now, to see what's replacing them this week, please check out the schedule on Mnet.tv for more information. On Wednesday, it's a brand new season of MasterChef Junior at 6:30 p.m. Watch children make meals so sophisticated they should have an age restriction. At 7:30, Modern Family is still on a production break and it will be back on the 3rd of May. And to see what's replacing it, please go to Mnet.tv. Now, the rest of your Mnet 101 Wednesday lineup remains the same. Your Mnet 101 Thursday lineup starts with a production break as well because The Goldbergs is on a break. It is being replaced with a new episode of The Great Indoors. Now, The Goldbergs will be back on the 4th of May. Now, there's a whole lot more action in your lineup after that, and at 9:30, it is the second episode of the third season of Fargo. The previous two seasons of this show are revered and loved by its fans, and this season is shaping up to be no exception. As in previous seasons, the characters are quirky, the accents are strange, and the plot is unpredictable. Unlike in previous seasons, in this one, there are two characters played by Ewan McGregor. Two! Oh, geez. Just watch it already.
Hey, Donnie. Donnie, come in. Donnie? Oh. Huh. What the heck is that? Donnie.
Now, most people are familiar with Throwback Thursday, but here on the 101, we want to give you something to look forward to, so we call it Throw Forward Thursday. Makes sense, right? Coming up in May is something to satisfy all of your guilty pleasure needs. The Arrangement is a series about a young starlet who auditions for a role opposite a young Hollywood big shot. Things get interesting when she's offered the deal of a lifetime. $10 million to marry him. $10 million. Where is this? Dude, you know how many cows that is? I will marry this guy. The Arrangement starts on Mnet in May.
When I'm with you, I feel like me.
Kyle West is offering you a contract marriage. This is not unprecedented in the world of the A-listers. If you sign this, you are going to be able to do whatever you want.
You want me to play the girl on your arm so you can do what? What's your big secret?
Is this all worth it?
Stay with us because after the break, I'll talk about your Friday lineup and I catch up with amazing singer and runner-up on last season's The Voice South Africa, Gavin Edwards. Welcome back to the 101. Oh, Friday. I have missed you. It's been a tough week with all of the days and not even one public holiday. At 9:30 on Friday, Riverdale is on a production break and it will be back next week on the 5th of May. Replacing it will be a new episode of MacGyver, which in fact means that it is a double bill of MacGyver. Can you even handle it? At 10:30, we have the brand new third season of Mozart in the Jungle kicking off. Now, this Emmy and Golden Globe award-winning show is about the classical music scene in New York and stars Gael Garcia Bernal. In this season, Bernal's character goes to Venice to conduct the return of a passionate opera diva played by the show-stopping Monica Bellucci. This show is so good, you'll completely forget that you used to have absolutely no interest in the New York classical music scene, and you'll be dropping terms like arpeggio and falsetto at Bryce like it's nothing. Catch the first episode of season 3 at 10:30.
You really do want to conduct.
Can you help me?
She cut his hair off.
You keep us waiting, losing our minds. Where are we gonna play?
Are you ready for the changes, Hayley?
I think they're already happening.
After Mozart in the Jungle, it's the second episode of the second season of The Detour. This is an irreverent comedy about a quirky family on a ridiculous road trip, and it's on at 11. And you know, a comedy that's on that late has to be a good one.
This relationship was built on one bedrock principle, and you have managed to completely unravel that bedrock in less than a week.
Okay, first of all, bedrock crumbles, it doesn't unravel.
Did you think I was having an affair?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was horrified.
What does that mean?
What?
Did you get without me?
A little bit.
Yeah, a lot bit.
A little bit.
Where's mine?
Oh, I ate both of them because they were old.
That's not how it work.
Here at the 101, we solve problems, but please don't tweet us about how to get that woman you like to reply to your text. That's not the kind of problem we solve. Although, if she's not replying after, say, the 9th try, you probably should stop. Sharon Garrow Roberts Phillips posted on our Facebook page with all of her names. Where is Blue Bloods? I thought it was supposed to be returning on April the 12th, but instead we had Bull, which in fact is a load of bull. I see what you did there, Sharon. Well done. When is Blue Bloods actually returning, if ever? Same with Madam Secretary. You just keep bringing new series instead of letting the ones we are currently watching finish. You're right, Sharon. Bull returned 2 weeks ago at 9:30, moving from its previous Monday night slot. Now, Tom Selleck and his law enforcement clan will be back in your life on Wednesday, the 3rd of May at 8:30 p.m. As you may remember, we had to swap shows around due to the high age restriction of Big Little Lies, and because we didn't want to disrupt your viewing habits too much, we thought it would be better to play all the Blacklist Redemption episodes before bringing Blue Bloods back. Now that we've cleared that up, say Blue Bloods back fast in a row over and over. Blue Bloods back, Blue Bloods back, Blue Bloods back, bam. Roxy Nell tweets at Mnet, why is Elementary no longer showing? Roxy, as you know, Mnet and Mnet Edge merged in the beginning of April to make one supersized channel. Even though most of the Mnet Edge shows relocated to Mnet 101, there is the odd series that will be waiting in the wings for a while until there is a gap on the new bumper-to-bumper schedule. One of these shows is Elementary, my dear Roxy. But don't stress too much because it will be coming back a little later this year. So keep on watching the 101 and we'll update you on when Sherlock will be knocking on your door again. It's finally Saturday and your primetime lineup continues as usual. Here at Mnet, we're obsessed with movies, and so we've got a new movie slot on Saturday nights at 9:30 p.m. This Saturday, we're bringing you the film Edge of Winter. This thriller stars Joel Kinnaman, who also starred in Suicide Squad, and Tom Holland, who is also Spider-Man in Captain America Civil War. So we know that these guys are more than qualified to spend some time in a snowstorm. Edge of Winter is about a father trying to reconnect with his two sons when they get trapped in a log cabin because of a snowstorm, and things take a dark turn. What did you expect? The movie is called Edge of Winter. And since we're on the edge of winter here in South Africa, this is the perfect opportunity to get into your pajamas, make some popcorn and hot chocolate, and watch this movie at 9:30 p.m.
Where's my phone?
I want to spend some time with you. I don't want your phone to get all the attention. All right. You drive.
Let me try. Hey, you can see over the steering wheel. Hey, what are you going around?
Look, there's a cabin down there.
What is that?
Please remember that the international series Gomorrah will start after The Edge of Winter. And finally, it's time to catch up with singing sensation and runner-up on last season's The Voice South Africa, Gavin Edwards. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah. You've been super busy, but before we get into that,
Yes.
I've been stalking you quite a bit. I've been stalking your Twitter.
All right.
And I see that you're a massive fan of The Voice, obviously, every
Yes,
Sunday, 5:30.
Every Sunday, I don't miss it now. Every Sunday I'm watching it now because it's very different to watch it on this side, knowing that I've been through those things, and also as well, you get a little voice bubble homesick because you wish.
That was going to
to
be my next question. What is it like for you now?
It's strange. I follow a lot of them on Twitter and all that. I'm seeing the photos of the same hotel that we were in like a year and a bit ago, and there they're lounging on the same chairs, like excited about what's coming up next, the battles and so on. So it's watching all the nerves. It's watching the nerves come through on that side, because when you on the stage, you're just so nervous. You just want to get through your song.
You obviously you didn't win.
No.
The first season, but then you went on to sign a record deal.
Signed with Universal.
Dude,
did a whole
congratulations,
album.
man. That's so great.
Thank you. It was. I didn't know what to expect after the show, especially because all you were doing was just going for the win. And then Universal phoned up and they wanted to sign up, but do a whole full album deal. We got that out, got it to #1 on iTunes. The single Sparks was all over the place. Singles have been coming out, like stuff has been happening
and you've
around
been touring
the country
quite a
that
bit.
I don't know. Like normally, like I'd have to like phone in and SMS myself to get my own songs up in the charts. Now people are just doing that, and I'm touring, and they're coming to shows, and they buy tickets to watch me, which is insane. Like I used to play for free. And
so apart from The Voice on Sundays, what else do you watch?
Billions. I'm into Billions. I love that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't strike me as a Billions guy, though.
It's just like the shrewd world of money and decisions, but I love it, and how they're chasing him down. But nowadays it's all about the kid, eh? So Cody's taken over my flat screen, and it's just kid shows, and that's...
Because now, how many kids do you have now?
I have 3 boys.
3 boys?
3 boys, yes.
Okay, so your extra view is, that's like extra poo, not extra view.
That's it.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for hanging out, man,
Thank
and
you.
good luck. I wish you all the success.
Thank you very much.
You're a good guy, I can tell,
Cheers.
and you're going to do super well, so...
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir. All right, stick around, because after the break, we bring you your weekend lineup, and I catch up with musician and Team Bobby co-coach, Mr. Jimmy Nevis. Welcome back to the 101, and we've arrived at tonight's lineup, and we kick off as usual at 5 p.m. with Winging It. This week, the guys are in Reunion Island. Now, Reunion is east of Madagascar, and I just hope that the island can stay afloat under the weight of all of that muscle.
This Sunday on Winging It.
I have never in my life seen anything like this.
I've never jumped this high in my life. Never.
You've got to conserve your oxygen, so the more panicked you are, the more oxygen you breathe.
One city, 48 hours, and no plan.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Winging It, every Sunday at 5 p.m. exclusively on Mnet, Channel 101.
This week on The Voice South Africa is your last chance to catch the battles, because next week we go into the knockouts. Keep watching the 101, because straight after your Sunday lineup, I chat to co-coach Jimmy Nevis. The Voice South Africa is on at 5:30 p.m. today. On Sunday nights, we now give you 3 movie options to choose from, and if you don't want to choose, there is always PVR. At 8:05, your classic Mnet Sunday movie is The Magnificent Seven. This is a remake of the classic 1960 Western The Magnificent Seven, based on the iconic Japanese film Seven Samurai. It's a Western action film about 7 gunslingers who come together to save a village from tyranny, and it is explosive. Okay, look, what you need to know is Western, Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, starts at 8:05. Amazing.
We're looking for some men to do a job. Is it difficult?
Why are you here, fighting someone else's fight?
These people deserve their lives back.
Take the damn shot.
Quite a batch of strays.
You tell your boss, if he wants in town, come see me.
If a Western is a little too believable for your taste, we've got just the thing for you on Mnet Movies Premiere, Channel 104. At 8:30 p.m, it's Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. You heard that right, and the title describes it perfectly. As in the original story of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, this movie is about 5 sisters in 19th century England, all navigating relationships and trying to get married. Except in this movie, they must also fight a growing zombie population, which is basically what dating is like for women in this century. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies is on at 8:30 on Mnet Movies Premiere.
I've been training for this my whole life.
The fairest wifely choices be right here in this room.
My daughters were trained for battle, sir. Not the kitchen.
A woman must have a thorough knowledge of singing, dancing, and the art of war.
I shall never relinquish my sword for a ring.
For the right man, you would.
The right man wouldn't ask me to.
Back on your Mnet 101 Sunday lineup, we have a movie about a real-life heroine, the German film Marie Curie, The Courage of Knowledge. This is a biographical film about the legendary physicist and chemist who was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize and the first person to win it twice. And she had to do it with all the men in the world telling her she couldn't. It's a powerful film about a powerful woman, and it starts at 10:35 on Mnet 101.
Une voiture de l'Académie royale vous attendra devant l'hôtel dans 1 heure.
Et si on leur rendait leur prix Nobel? Avec tous ces journalistes qu'on a sur le dos, on peut plus travailler. Notre radium, il rayonne de l'intérieur, comme toi.
Il y a eu un accident. Il a voulu vite traverser et il a glissé.
And the time has come for my catch-up with style maven, co-coach on Team Bobby, and incredibly talented singing sensation, Mr. Jimmy Nevis. How are you, bro?
I'm good, in yourself, man.
I'm great, man. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule off the set of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, no, thank you, you know. I've been in the forest for a while. It's been tough, but I made it out alive.
This is quite a serious coat. It looks heavy.
Yeah, this is like my perm coat. I just kind of like rock it whenever I need, like, I'm feeling extra cool and whatnot. So.
Do you feel like a weird pressure though, like when you're working with Bobby? Like, are there times when, Bobby makes a decision and then you're sitting there going, I don't know.
Yeah, like in my head, I'm like, I disagree, but I'm like, okay, cool, man, cool. Nah, I think Bobby and I were quite similar in a lot of ways, and I'm so grateful because I actually, I didn't know who I was going to be paired with until like a week before the show. And I was so grateful because he's such a cool guy, really humble, really down to earth. And I think when it comes to just, first and foremost being an artist, we share a lot of similarities. So yeah, there are times, where I think, he has an opinion, but I respect him as an artist and I respect and understand where he's coming from.
That's amazing, man. You're so busy, like you're an all-round creative, like you've just got your hands in so many things. There's fashion, there's music, there's this, there's that. Do you even have time to watch anything on Mnet other than The Voice?
I thank God for catch up. Like genuinely, thank God for catch up. It's been a game changer in my life.
Tell me about your favorite shows.
It's gonna sound weird, but Game of Thrones is kind of.
Of course, Game of Thrones is.
I can go really deep into this show, but
really?
I chose not to because it could be a bit weird. I don't know. Jon Snow, obviously, but I think there's so many. There's so many. I mean, I'm also a fan of the Lannisters. I can get too deep in the show. It's gonna, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining us in studio, my bro. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah. This is just for you. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to close off this segment. First of all, talk about your new albums.
Yes.
Or your new album coming out, and then, get us out of here.
Okay. What's up, guys? I'm Jimmy Nevis, and I have some incredible, brand new, spanking new music coming your way in June, as well as a clothing line called Yoke Yard. Stay tuned for all of that. And stay tuned, because next up, Donovan rounds up the week. Right, so that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get Jimmy Nevis to do your final roundup. And he just gave me his coat. I feel like I need to speak with a deep voice. This is nice, but I'm burning up, I'm feeling hot. Please let me know if you're out there and you can install little air conditioners or something inside this thing. I don't know how he does it. It does look like I have wings though. Here are this week's highlights. On Monday, it's the second episode of The Leftovers Season 3. On Tuesday, Mom is on a production break, and later on Tuesday, all 3 Chicagos are on production breaks as well. That's Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, and of course, Chicago Med. On Wednesdays, get those kids to start paying attention because it's a brand new season of MasterChef Junior. Also on Wednesday, your favorite, Modern Family, is on a production break. On Thursday, The Goldbergs is on a production break, and later it's the second episode of the 3rd season of Fargo. On Friday, Riverdale is on a break, but later on Friday, it's the first episode of the 3rd season of the award-winning Mozart in the Jungle. Get some hot chocolate to watch your Saturday night movie, Edge of Winter. And tonight, you've got a jam-packed hot local lineup starting with Winging It at 5 p.m. Then it's the final battles round of The Voice South Africa. After that, it's carte blanche, exactly where it should be. And your Sunday night classic Mnet blockbuster is The Magnificent Seven. And finally, later tonight, you can catch Marie Curie, The Courage of Knowledge. All that TV, all those movies, all happening right here on Mnet. Do remember that if you want to watch the show again because you can't get enough of me, you can watch it on Mnet's YouTube channel and Facebook page, and it'll be available on Mnet Plus One, channel 901 from 4:30 p.m. today. Have a great Sunday and an excellent week. I'm Donovan Goliath. I'll see you guys back here next Sunday.